Alright, I'm back here with part 2 of looking at some of the events and events that I've gone through, events and stuff that I've gone to through by showing you some of the pictures and tickets. Again, this is inspired by a video that James Rolfe, you know him as the Angry Video Game Nerd, inspired by a video that he did recently where he was looking back at all the events and stuff that he had gone through because he had saved tickets or something to remind him of the fact that he had gone there. Now, in my first part, I showed you the pictures and everything of the first Monday Night Raw, live Monday Night Raw, not the house show, but the Raw television show that I'd gone to back in 2004, which was also at a time Sunday Night Heat was still being taped before it. And now I'm going to show you some more pictures. And these here, it might get a little unusual after a while, but a lot of these coming up, believe it or not, are from WCW. That's right. This was actually, I believe, one of the last WCW events that went there. This is before, I think, Jeff Jarrett came on board. This was 1998. I think I have the ticket still around here somewhere. I'm not sure. Let me see. Yep. Right here, 1998, May 10th. Right there. There's the ticket. Lower level is basically the same level I was in when I went to the Raw show, but this is before that Raw show, and this is 1998. This ticket right here, 1998, Sunday, May 10th, 7:30 p.m. Kansas Expo Center. Right there. This is the ticket. Honest to God, this is the ticket right here. My dad bought me and him some seats, and I guess you could say it was sort of like a graduation gift for me because I was graduating that year. This is basically, believe it or not, this is 12 years ago almost 12 years ago. Right here, this is almost 12 years ago, this ticket. And this is when I went to WCW. Like I said, it was one of the last WCW events there, and this is when they were red hot. And it was sold out. I mean, for a live house show, it was sold out, believe it or not. Almost sold out. Almost completely sold out. Right there is Scott Hall, right in the middle of the ring. That's Scott Hall in the middle of the ring. Right here, you can tell who all these fans are cheering, and that's Diamond Dallas Page. And what was fun about this is that after the event ended, you know how the wrestlers celebrate and everything. Well, I'm just about to walk off a little bit. Me and my dad are about to leave. And here comes Dallas Page jumping up to our section and doing the diamond sign with us. So, I mean, in honest to God truth, he jumps right up to where our section is and does the diamond sign. So that was pretty cool. And another cool moment as well when I went to the live Raw house show, not the show itself, not the Monday night show itself, but when I went to a live Raw house show, which is so, I was in the same section as I was here. And this was a live house show for Monday Night Raw. Not like I said, not the television show, just a house show. And I went there, and towards the end, Rob Van Dam is high-fiving all the fans, comes up to our section, and I'm thinking, I'm not going to leave because I'm not going to make the same mistake I did last time with Diamond Dallas. So I just stand there, and he high-fives all the fans, including me. That's right, Rob Van Dam, about 6 years later, high-fives me. 7 years later, high-fives me. It was actually 7 years later. Actually, it was 5 years later, whatever. 5 years later, actually, high-fives me, along with some other fans. So that was pretty cool. But again, you can see who they're cheering for right there, Diamond Dallas. Again, this is another good view, and you can see it's WCW because of the way the ring's positioned. And like I said, this was at a time WCW was red hot. Bret Hart was on this card, I believe. He took on Booker T. Scott Hall took on Diamond Dallas. Let's see. There's another match going on there. I think that's Bret and Booker. The Horsemen were there, Benoit, Anderson, and Malenko. and I think everybody was like cheering them, and we pointing down, and I think Anderson pointed up at me. So yeah, but I think this is Bret Hart and Booker T. I could be wrong. But then, of course, right there, Diamond Dallas wins his match, and you could see him just celebrating. And this is towards the end of the event. And look at that. I mean, look at that show support. And that's for a house show. That's for a house show, believe it or not. So, and then again, there you go. And then there's an overview of the ring. And that's when, again, WCW came to Topeka, Kansas. So, yeah, it was pretty cool for me to go see that live in person. Let me put these away for a second. Now, this isn't the only ticket I have, or this isn't the only memory I have either. Here is like a little scrapbook like James has in that video he did. And these are just pictures and stuff that was taken. This is back in 1996. Believe it or not, this is when I started my junior year. This is 1996, Oskaloosa. That right there, I don't know if you can get a good look at that, but that right there is where all the kids hung out. That was basically the hangout for the kids, the Gambino's Pizza. I think they changed the name or something. And this was during our homecoming parade. And there I am right there. But this is when I was playing football, my first time playing football. And more pictures right here. There I am again. Right there. Number 10. And then right there as well. And this, of course, this is my pictures of my dad. This is basically during my 16th birthday, I believe. Yeah, believe it or not, they gave me a 16th birthday. Blank space, I still got to fill that up with something. This is my senior prom pictures. These were taken before I went to my senior prom. These here, the reason I saved these are actually out of the magazine, the Disney Channel magazine. The reason I saved them, if we can get better light on them, the reason I saved these is because they were a different design of the Rescue Rangers. And what got me thinking at the time was, well, wait a minute, this is totally new. These are totally new designs. You know, maybe they're going to do a new series. Maybe they're going to do new episodes. That wasn't the case. Of course, that wasn't the case, but these were just the promotional pictures. And the reason I saved these, again, is because this was a rare time you ever saw. This was like a different design. This was like, whoa, you know, where did this come from? I'm guessing, my guess was either this was for a new series, this was one of the concepts art, this is one of the original art designs for the characters, or this was the plan, or this was the art design for the movie that they had planned. So, one of those. And of course, this is my invitation to one of my proms. I think this is my senior prom. Right here, this is my senior prom invitation. Right there, I don't want to open it up, but that's my senior prom invitation. And then, of course, there's me with my dad for my senior prom. A couple of my friends out of my class. These are a couple of my alumni classmates. Me and her at the senior prom. Now, we didn't go together. I'm going to make this perfectly clear. Me and her did not go together, but with any senior prom, I'm not sure if they do this at your guys' school, if they've done it or still do it, but they hand out awards and all that, like these little awards or something like that, senior awards, you know, for the seniors, juniors, and sophomores, hand them out. And me and her won Best Smiles for our class. So that's, you know, me and her both won Best Smiles for our class, and I have that saved somewhere. Now, of course, this is I believe this is my 8th grade picture when I was at Oskaloosa. I'm not really sure. Again, more promotional work of the Rescue Rangers. Like I said, I didn't know exactly if this was like for a movie or for a new show series or what. One of my other friends. And this year, this is when Space Jam first came out. And this was its 4th week out in theaters. And everybody's always... And this was shown actually on 2 different screens, believe it or not. This was shown on 2 different screens. As you can see, this is on 2 screens. And it's got all the critics, everybody saying, giving it its positive reviews. And then over here we have 2 tickets. One was 1988 Oakland A's game, and